connecting neighborhoods across the Treasure and Magic Valleys, telling stories from within our communities. This is Good Morning Idaho.
Hey everybody, it's great to have you along on a Wednesday at 6 a.m. I'm senior reporter Roland Barris. We've got a lot to get to as usual this morning from our large team of neighborhood reporters, like new details this morning on the assassination of Charlie Kirk as we learn more about the suspect, and our Riley Shoemaker speaking with a local government employee who was fired over his social media reaction to the killing. Also, our Brady Caskey highlights the insurance headache that many living in the Boise foothills face, sharing the story of one man whose company dropped him altogether, citing concerns about wildfires. And we'll get to those stories in just a moment, but first let's get the latest on our weather as you get ready to head out the door. I'd say we got to remind people that fire season is still here.
Yeah, it is still fire season. We haven't seen very much rain, and we have actually been hotter than normal. Even today, we're slowly warming up, and we're gradually making our way back to the upper 80s, and that's really what's expected through the end of the week. And you'll notice today is a little warmer than yesterday. You've got upper 50s as you head into the bus stop this morning. By the time you're coming home, we'll be sitting in the lower 80s, and there's plenty of sunshine on the board, which is nice. But again, Roland, we still have to remind people it's wildfire season. We're warmer than normal and pretty dry, but I am still on the hopes for a good fall, which is going to be right around the corner, and then behind that, even better winter.
Yeah, and you know what? Lately, we haven't had too much smoke in the area, which is really nice. So that's great news. All right, thanks, Sophia. Appreciate it. We turn now to the news and the latest information coming out of the courtroom in the murder plot of Charlie Kirk. And here's what we found out. New details this morning on the suspect charged with Charlie Kirk's assassination, as authorities are now investigating more than 20 people with alleged ties to the suspect on the online messaging platform Discord. Authorities trying to pinpoint if anyone knew ahead of time about the plan to attack Kirk. 22-year-old Tyler Robinson is facing 7 counts, including aggravated murder, felony discharge of a firearm, obstruction of justice, and witness tampering. As we reported, it was Robinson's family who turned him into police, and now new text messages revealed between Robinson and his roommate, whom officials say he was romantically involved with.
The roommate received a text message from Robinson which said, "Drop what you're doing, look under my keyboard." The roommate looked under the keyboard and found a note that stated, quote, "I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take it."
The case has now sparked bipartisan calls to turn down the temperature of today's political debate. Prosecutors say they are seeking the death penalty.
Following last week's assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, calls to end political violence continue to grow. And with that, new scrutiny of rhetoric that spreads online, putting things like social media posts under a microscope. But who's to say when those posts cross a line? I'm neighborhood reporter Riley Shoemaker, and I spoke with one former Idaho State employee who says he was fired for his words, and that he doesn't regret them.
I woke up to an email from HR Friday morning. And that's when I heard it.
23-year-old David Barry-Ochoa is now out of a job. He worked at the Idaho Department of Labor until last week, when he shared comments about Charlie Kirk's murder on his private Instagram story. But those comments didn't stay private for long. Screenshots quickly circulated showing Barry-Ochoa's post, calling Kirk a known pedophile without citing evidence, and wrote that his death was, quote, a net positive for society.
Well, initially what went through my mind is Charlie Kirk wasn't a very good person, so I could understand why it happened. That does not, I want to make it very clear, that is not me condoning what happened to him.
So is that not condoning it?
Not the action which killed him. Frankly, if he died in a car accident, I would have said the same exact thing.
He's not the only one fired over social media reactions. Idaho News 6 reported 2 Treasure Valley school employees also lost their jobs for comments made online. Boise State Associate Professor Dr. Sam Martin says free speech doesn't mean free from consequences.
Well, so the expectations of free speech in our lives are actually less robust than most of us like to believe. And in fact, you can get fired from your job for that because no one is putting you in prison. There's simply consequences to the things that we say.
Barry-Ochoa also commented on Idaho News 6's public post about a fight at a vigil for Kirk at the Capitol. Do you find that funny?
I found the reaction of the right to try to whitewash his past laughable. And I am not going to stand here and participate in this sort of martyrdom of a man who never stood for anything positive in his life, I think.
For now, Barry Choa says he isn't fighting to get his job back, but he's considering legal action. It's a reminder that what's posted online doesn't always stay online. It can be disseminated and ripple throughout your workplace, communities, and beyond. I'm downtown Boise neighborhood reporter Riley Shoemaker, Idaho News 6.
No charges have been filed after a deadly road rage incident in Payette County that ended with a man shot dead. Police have not publicly identified the 71-year-old shooter who claims he was acting in self-defense. 32-year-old Charles Avery of Salem was killed in the interaction. The Payette County Sheriff's Office says it all started during rush hour on Monday, just after 9 a.m. Authorities say the two vehicles were headed westbound on I-84 and both exited the freeway onto Black Canyon Road before turning south on Sand Hollow. And that's when police say the 32-year-old man apparently blocked the road with his car and then physically confronted the older driver, damaging his mirror and attempting to break his window before pulling his door open. The older driver says he feared for his life, so he shot the man dead. The sheriff's office is investigating the claims. And a call to a man accused of killing his adopted daughter is expected in court today. As Idaho News 6 has reported, court documents show Delbert Cornish confessed to the August shooting after his arrest. At today's hearing, the state is expected to present evidence, and the defense will have the opportunity to challenge that evidence. The preliminary hearing is scheduled for 8:30 this morning. A Boise family is planning to sue the Boise School District, claiming their daughter encountered a transgender student described as a biological male in the girls' bathroom on 2 occasions, causing her emotional distress and prompting a school transfer. The family, with help from the Idaho Family Policy Center Legal Center, filed a notice of tort claim this week, accusing the district of violating Idaho's 2023 bathroom bill. That law requires students to use bathrooms matching their sex assigned at birth and allows for civil penalties. However, the district says it could not enforce the law at the time due to a federal court injunction blocking it. In a statement, Dan Holler with the school district said, quote, "Our district is committed to the well-being of every student and to upholding the trust families place in us. The Boise School District takes seriously its responsibility to provide a safe, supportive environment for all students and following the law."
It's a story we're hearing more and more often these days. Idahoans living in places like here in the Boise foothills, seeing home insurance rates skyrocket and some policies getting canceled altogether. I'm your neighborhood reporter Brady Caskey, talking to a Boise man who says his insurance company dropped him, citing concerns with wildfires.
I mean, I understand the risk. The risk is real.
Scott Montgomery says he and his neighbors are no strangers to wildfire, with last year's Valley Fire and the Table Rock Fire a few years prior burning close to home. And that fire risk has had an impact on his home insurance.
The last, 4 years, it's actually gone up 100%. So, last year was 60%.
Not only did his policy jump 60% last year, but just last week he got this non-renewal letter from his insurance company saying they're dropping him from coverage.
I think I took it personal to start with. I thought, really, 55 years, can't you come out and look at our property and see what we've done?
Scott showed me that they do lots of prep every year to keep their property fire safe, like clearing brush and removing trees that could catch embers. After seeing all that, I called the insurance company to ask how they made the decision to drop him. You said they use fire models. Did you guys go out to the Montgomery's house and check it out? The answer I got was no. The decision is not made locally, and risk models are used to make the call. The agent told me insurance companies are being cautious after losing billions of dollars in the recent California fires.
We have not had the same situations that neighboring states have had with loss of homes on a massive scale because of fire, but we are being punished like it has happened here in Idaho by insurance carriers.
Monica Church represents District 19 in the Idaho State Legislature and says she's received over 100 responses to a survey she created about Idahoans seeing their insurance increase or be canceled altogether.
I think we're in a position right now where Idahoans need help maintaining their homeowners insurance.
This losing your insurance thing is crazy, and it's happening to people all over Idaho.
The Montgomerys tell me they're shopping around for new providers, but many of their quotes cost thousands of dollars a year more than their previous coverage. Reporting in the Boise foothills, I'm Brady Caskey for Idaho News 6.
The city of Boise is looking for a new fire chief, and they've narrowed it down to 4 finalists. You can meet them at an open house tomorrow. 3 of the men are internal candidates. The 4th comes from Houston. Thursday's open house is a chance for the public to get to know the candidates and ask questions. It's going to run from 5 to 6 p.m. at City Hall West. That's the facility on Mark Stahl Place over by the Town Square Mall. Boise's current fire chief, Mark Niemeyer, is set to retire in November. After the break, big news is expected today as the Federal Reserve could lower interest rates. The question remains, though, if it's enough to jumpstart our struggling job market.
All right, our neighborhood of the day is Meridian, and good morning to our Meridian viewers. I hope you're having a good start to your morning so far. As you get ready for your afternoon, we're expecting to hit about 86 today. Going to be nice and sunny, but we are going to continue to warm up as we make our way into the end of the week. I'll have the full forecast ahead.
All right, it is 13 minutes past the hour. Let's take a look at your national headlines this morning. President Trump is in the United Kingdom for his 2nd historic state visit. It's the first time a president has done that. Discussions during the visit will focus on trade and technology, with business leaders and tech CEOs participating. The visit is not without controversy, though. Protesters are rallying outside Windsor Castle and across the UK. In fact, overnight, protesters projected large pictures and videos of President Trump and Prince Andrew with the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein on the walls of Windsor Castle. Testimony continues today from the FBI Director Kash Patel, now in front of the House Judiciary Committee. This comes after testimony on Tuesday where Patel clashed with Democrats on the Senate Judiciary Committee, who said he was failing as a leader. Patel also facing questions from Republicans about the Justice Department's handling of the Epstein files. Today he faces further questions from House lawmakers about his leadership at the FBI, as well as his handling of the murder investigation for conservative activist Charlie Kirk. House Republicans have released a proposal to fund the government through November 21st and avert a government shutdown at the end of this month. The 7-week stopgap bill would buy more time to negotiate a broader deal. The plan is not bipartisan and contains no provisions that Democrats apparently want. House leadership hopes to vote on the bill Friday, the last day before Congress leaves for a week-long recess. Well, the Fed Reserve is expected to make a decision about interest rates later today. Economists expect the Fed to actually cut rates. But the question is, will it be enough to jumpstart the job market? ABC's Perry Russum has the details.
Wall Street is awaiting a highly anticipated move by the Federal Reserve. The central bank is expected to cut interest rates today for the first time this year. For the typical American, that could mean paying less on car loans and credit cards, even as your savings accounts take a hit. Today's move coming as more data shows a slowdown in the job market.
What the Fed is really trying to do here is to stimulate hiring in the economy amid a stalling jobs market. The Fed chairman, Jerome Powell, has acknowledged one reason that the jobs market is facing challenges right now is because of a slowdown in immigration. So take this stat. So far this year, between January and June, data from Pew Research and the Census Bureau shows that there have been 1.2 million fewer immigrants in the workforce.
It's not just the job market raising concerns about the economy. Americans' credit scores are falling at the fastest pace since the Great Recession. More people are falling behind on their bills due to inflation and near record high credit card rates. Young adults just starting out are among the hardest hit.
Gen Z is being hit and being replaced to a certain extent, at least anecdotally, by AI for some entry-level positions.
When it comes to buying a home, some good news. Mortgage rates are already falling in anticipation of today's rate cut. They're down to 6.13%. That's close to a 3-year low. Perry Russum, ABC News, New York.
It felt like fall at the start of the week, and now it's going to feel more like spring and summertime across the U.S. I'll have all the details on the forecast ahead.
Sophia Cruz with the Idaho News 6 forecast.
All right, let's get the latest on our weather on this Wednesday morning. It's 18 minutes past the hour. It's going to be a nice day today. And the good thing is we haven't had much smoke, which I love.
Yeah, we haven't had much smoke. It's actually been a really good summer for us, but it is still feeling pretty warm out there. And even as we make our way into fall, it's pretty warm across the U.S. Taking a look down towards Oklahoma City this afternoon, 92. Making your way along the East Coast, 88 in Jacksonville. The coolest weather we're looking at today in Washington, sitting at about 68. Across the West Coast, it's still really hot, especially as you make your way into Nevada and even into Phoenix this afternoon. 101 expected, 98 coming your way into Las Vegas. So pretty hot weather out there just down to our south. And for us this afternoon, it is going to start to feel a little bit warmer, especially as we head into the end of our week today. Highs sit in the mid 80s along your valley floor with mid to upper 70s coming into your mountains this afternoon. And on top of the hot and dry weather that we're experiencing, well, not really hot, but more so warm weather that we're experiencing, we are still looking at some pretty good drought conditions across the Idaho area. So this goes from severe to moderate up towards extreme as you head up towards your northern portion, and then abnormally dry into the Treasure Valley. So just taking a look at our September stats so far, the hottest day actually came at the first of the month where we hit 101. The coolest day we've seen for our afternoon, really, or our morning lows, is about 49. So both of those days not being too cool and not being really even feeling like fall, honestly. That's just a pretty hot summer day that we got on the first. Now, as far as average precipitation goes, we normally get just a little under half of an inch in the Treasure Valley itself, but we've so far seen 0.06 inches. So we're well under that. So on top of those dry conditions, we're also pretty warm. So just something to think about as we move through our September. A lot of what's been aiding this warm up is, again, that front high pressure. So as we make our way through Thursday and Friday, this axis starts to sit over us, and so we start to see those nice and clear skies, which makes for a picture perfect weekend. But again, we really want that rainfall. So as we make our way through the end of the week, we actually start to see some subtle changes. We have two upper level troughs just kind of interacting with one another, and so it's going to bring in that westerly flow, which brings in that moisture. And so we do have some rain chances on deck for the weekend, but it's not very much. Now across the area, this goes into our Saturday. Rain chances remain very minimal, just about 10% between Stanley and Ketchum, even over to Rexburg, Idaho Falls, and Pocatello, sitting about 10%. Into Sunday, same chances. It's just growing a little bit more widespread between Ketchum, Stanley, Cascade, and McCall. So slight chances of showers as we head into our weekend, but still a pretty good week overall. You've got upper 70s as you head into the weekend at McCall, lower 70s to mid 70s return into next week. So still pretty nice and cool in the mountains, but by Thursday and Friday here, we'll be touching almost near that 90 mark. And then in next week, we've still got mid 80s to follow. So pretty warm week ahead.
After the break, it's Wellness Wednesday, and as we head into cold season, we're looking at best practices for avoiding the stomach bug. Hey, welcome back to Good Morning Idaho. It's 6:24, and it is tailgate season. That means lots of food sitting out, sometimes in the hot sun of the early fall. It is Wellness Wednesday, where we are healthier together, and today we're looking at avoiding that nasty stomach bug. So you chow down at a lovely fall tailgate, and you might not consider the risk, but oh, it is there, and your stomach is the target.
It's not only is it common and sort of, I feel lousy for a couple of days and excuse me for using the bathroom so frequently, about 130,000 people a year actually get hospitalized.
Gastroenteritis caused by something like salmonella is a nasty thing, so take these precautions. Wash your hands and any fruits or veggies. Keep raw meat from contaminating other food. Cook all meat to the proper temperature. And don't let perishable food sit out for more than 2 hours, less if it's hot outside. And here's the warning signs to watch out for.
Things that we often look for are persistent abdominal pain, right? Persistent vomiting. Fever is generally a sign that there's a more severe infection. And then people can have change in their bowel movements. Sometimes they'll have blood and diarrhea, for example.
Symptoms can happen quickly or even weeks later, so it's hard to track. But if you have persistent symptoms, see a doctor. Antibiotics can help a lot if what's ailing you is bacterial. For Wellness Wednesday, where we're healthier together, I'm senior reporter Roland Barris, Idaho News 6. Yeah, and let me tell you from experience, you want to avoid those stomach bugs. It's 6:25, everyone. Thanks for joining us on Good Morning Idaho. We've got a lot more in store for you today, though, in our last half hour. Here's what's still to come from your neighborhood reporters.
At Boise State, I'm speaking with students and school leaders about what can be done following the multiple reports of sexual assault on campus this year.
In Caldwell, check out the preparation for the Indian Creek Festival Cardboard Kayak Race.
Now we'll look outside from the Treasure Valley Chevy Dealers Tower Cam.
Connecting neighborhoods across the Treasure and Magic Valleys, telling stories from within our communities. This is Good Morning Idaho.
Welcome back to Good Morning Idaho, everybody. Hope you're off to a great start on this Wednesday. I'm senior reporter Roland Barris. It's good to have you with us. Idaho News 6 is bringing you even more news from your neighborhood across southern Idaho this morning. For instance, at Boise State University, neighborhood reporter Allie Tripke questions campus leaders about what can be done after multiple sexual assault reports on campus in recent weeks, and the school year's just started. Plus, Twin Falls neighborhood reporter Lori Nettleton speaks with Idaho Fish and Game as the agency asks for your help in the fight against illegal poaching. And it's a story new this morning. Caldwell neighborhood reporter Leslie Solis highlights an Indian Creek classic, the cardboard boat race, and hears from competitors about their strategy for success. Don't sink. That and much more coming up. But first, the latest on our weather. Sophia, good morning. If you do sink, I guess it'll at least be warm out.
Yeah, if you do sink, it will feel pretty nice. I mean, even if you want to head out to the Greenbelt or you want to go kayaking out there, it still feels really good for that. So take advantage of it while we do still have this warmer weather. But your mornings, they start off really nice and cool. So waking up with us this morning, 8 a.m., upper 50s, you'll grab the light jacket, but you won't really want it for the afternoon ahead. By 12 o'clock, you'll shed it because it feels so nice outside. You've got mid-70s, clear skies continuing on, and as we get ready for even the evening ahead, we look nice and cool too. So maybe if you head out to happy hour and it goes a little bit later, you've got 7 o'clock, lower 80s into overnight. We start to see those upper 60s return well into that 10 o'clock hour. So pretty warm way to end the week, Roland.
Yeah, it certainly is. Thanks, Sophia.
Or it's Wednesday, not end the week. I don't even know what day I'm on.
We're getting closer to the weekend all the time. Thanks, Sophia. All right, it's time now to turn to the news on a Wednesday at 6:30, and we turn to Boise State, where already early in the school year, there have been multiple reports of sexual assault on campus. Our Allie Tripke is speaking with students and one school official who says this is not out of the ordinary.
Since the start of the school year, Boise State has sent out multiple alerts to their students of reported sexual assaults on campus. I'm Boise State neighborhood reporter Allie Tripke speaking with students on their reaction and school leaders about what can be done.
At least 4 warnings sent to Boise State students in the last few weeks after sexual assaults were reported on campus. A concerned viewer shared these screenshots with Idaho News 6.
The numbers that we're seeing right now are not an increase in assaults necessarily.
Boise State leaders say the reports aren't unusual for this point in the semester, but could appear higher because more victims are speaking out sooner.
Prevention, talking and educating our students and our staff around resources that are available to students. And because of that, then it really has created this culture where people aren't scared to report, they're coming forward.
Boise police confirm that there are open investigations related to these incidents, but no arrests have been made at this time. Students I spoke to on and off camera feel the recent string of sexual assault reports are shocking and concerning.
It's just very disappointing to see.
BSU leaders tell me nationwide most campus assaults happen between move-in day and winter break. Still, some students say the recent reports feel overwhelming.
It's something that just definitely needs to get under control. And it's very heartbreaking to see. And at least people are speaking up about it and they're not, just letting it slide by.
And off camera, some female students I spoke to say they feel safe on campus but want more clarity on accountability.
If
there is a known name, what is being done about the suspect if they're a student here.
When we meet with them, it is up to them whether or not they want to move forward with an investigation, which is how we would hold students or staff accountable that are engaging in behavior that would violate our policies.
Boise State requires all new students to take an online sexual assault prevention course, but some students feel that's not enough.
That's why we're doing those additional courses with the bystander intervention. We do healthy relationships. With our athletics program, we've done a lot of extra training with our RAs and RDs in our residence halls and on-campus housing.
Boise State encourages victims and those impacted to reach out so they can receive counseling and support. At Boise State, I'm neighborhood reporter Ellie Tripke for Idaho News 6.
President Trump giving the green light to send National Guard troops into another major U.S. city, and for the first time, it's a red state. Trump establishing a multi-agency task force in Memphis to crack down on crime, similar to actions he's recently taken in Washington, D.C. and Los Angeles.
We're not going to allow this kind of savagery to destroy our society anymore.
The move drawing mixed responses.
I'm tired of crime holding the great city of Memphis back.
We shouldn't have to walk out the door feeling like we're in a militarized zone. That's right. This is not the Gaza Strip.
FBI figures show Memphis ranks first in the country in the rate of violent crime, though local officials say the murder rate has hit a 6-year low. The president indicating that Chicago could be next.
Less than a month until the general big game season opens, and the hills will be alive with hunters looking for deer and elk. I'm your neighborhood reporter Lorian Nettleton, and Idaho wildlife officials depend on law-abiding hunters to be their eyes and ears in the field.
I'm one officer and I have 2,900 square miles. I have a huge area to cover, so I rely a lot on my sportsmen and women out there when they're out in the field to let me know when something's wrong, when they feel something is wrong, when they think something is wrong, or when they blatantly see something going wrong, to report that.
In its ongoing effort to stop the illegal poaching of Idaho wildlife, the Department of Fish and Game is asking hunters to keep an eye out for poaching. They even have a hotline where you can call in and report concerns. When you call in a tip, it helps to have as much information as possible, with these specific details being highly important. A description of the vehicle, including make, model, and color, and any distinguishing features such as stickers or body damage. A specific location, and what wildlife was being taken. Any photos or videos that you might have captured from the scene, and a description of the suspect.
What makes, America so great is our model of conservation that all folks get to hunt, whether they're poor, they're middle class, or they're wealthy. And when any of those resources are taken from those people, it's opportunity taken from the people of Idaho.
Idaho's general big game season begins October 10th. Be sure to check the regulations in your area. I'm your Twin Falls neighborhood reporter, Lorian Nettleton, Idaho News 6.
The city of Boise is making it easier than ever to explore and enjoy our beautiful parks and other outdoor recreation opportunities. A new app lets you search for classes, register for events, and even book tee times at your favorite public golf courses. Explore programs by age or activity and manage all your household passes and tickets on one place. It's an available service for Android and Apple users. All you have to do is search for Boise Parks and Rec in your app store. Some big upgrades are coming to another one of Boise's ribbon of jewels. That's the beautiful parks strung along the Boise River. A Veterans Memorial Park is set to get more than $600,000 in improvements, including a new 18-hole disc golf course, a nature playground, and other infrastructure and security upgrades. That includes new cameras outside the bathroom and in the parking areas. The work is expected to last through the end of the year. A groundbreaking is set for this Thursday. The city of Boise is looking for a new fire chief, and they've narrowed it down to 4 finalists. You can meet them at an open house tomorrow. 3 of the men are internal candidates. The 4th comes from Houston. Thursday's open house is a chance for the public to get to know the candidates and ask questions. It's going to run from 5 to 6 p.m. at City Hall West. That's the facility on Mark Stahl Place over by the Town Square Mall. Boise's current fire chief, Mark Niemeyer, is set to retire in November. 6:37, let's take a look at what's happening today in your neighborhood. This evening, another event to remember and honor the life of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Attendees should gather at the Village at Meridian on the northeast corner of Eagle and Fairview. Organizers ask that you bring signs, flags, and your support. Starting today, ITD is shifting traffic on State Highway 44 in Star. The highway will be reduced to one lane heading east toward Boise between Highway 16 and Short Road, and westbound traffic will be shifted to the north side of the roadway. As a note too, northbound Highway 16 heading towards Emmett has already been reduced to one lane there. Watch for flaggers and follow the posted signs. And something to do tonight, that Mexican OT playing at Revolution Concert House in Garden City tonight. The Texas rapper went viral a couple years ago for his freestyle holding a live chicken and has since garnered over 6.5 million monthly listeners on Spotify. I don't know if the chicken had anything to do with it. But notably, too, he went to the same high school as our very own Sophia Cruz. The show is set to start at 8 p.m. and tickets are on sale now. Can you get us tickets?
The 22nd annual Indian Creek Festival is underway in downtown Caldwell. I'm your Caldwell neighborhood reporter Leslie Solis for Ashley Merrill and her friends. The highlight of the two-day event is a cardboard kayak race they've been preparing for.
It's just a party. It's a huge party.
Caldwell's Indian Creek Festival is just days away. For Ashley, her friends, and their kids, there's no time to waste preparing for one of Caldwell's most beloved events.
All it takes is a lot of duct tape and a lot of cardboard and a prayer.
This is the group's second time in the cardboard kayak race. And this year, they're ready to take on the water.
We took to the creek in a 70s Volkswagen bus, but it was not constructed properly. We had a flat bottom. We definitely made some mistakes. This year our theme is Take Us to Space or Aliens in Space. So we're all going to be dressed up in different alien and space costumes, and we've got ourselves a nice rocket ship.
Merrill says it's all about creating memories with her friends and family, a tradition they hope to continue as they spend 2 days constructing and decorating their cardboard kayak.
So for us to collaborate, come together, and all compare ideas and come up with how, this piece of art is going to come together. But the meaning of us all doing it together is what it's really about.
And it's a tradition being passed down. While the adults work on their race kayak, the kids are building their own, preparing for the day they can join the race.
Well, we're sharing our creativity with them, and we're hoping that they will take to it, and once our kids are old enough, then they can do it too.
Now with the finishing touches complete, all that's left is to see if this year's creation makes it down the creek without sinking.
Whether we flip or not, my favorite part is getting in there with our life jackets and our helmets and paddling down the creek, because it is my favorite.
The two-day event starts this weekend. To see if the alien boat survives the water, make sure to come watch this Saturday at 2 p.m. at the creek. I'm your Caldwell neighborhood reporter Leslie Solis for Idaho News 6.
And if cardboard boat races aren't enough, check this out. The annual feud of a police versus fire tug-of-war will continue at the Indian Creek Festival this weekend. And you can get in on the action, get a team together, or come solo and join a team on Saturday at noon. It's a matchup of two giant killers, and it happens right here on the Blue. Boise State locking in the kickoff time for its game against Appalachian State. The matchup is set for 5:30 p.m. Saturday, September 27th, and it will also be broadcast on Fox Sports 1. Don't forget, Idaho News 6 is your home for Monday Night Football, and coming up, it's looking like a thriller as Amon-Ra St. Brown and the Detroit Lions go on the road against Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. Kickoff is set for 6:15 Mountain Time, and you can watch the game right here on Idaho News 6.
Construction is underway at the Idaho Botanical Garden, bringing more space and a permanent home for the Boise Farmers Market. In less than a year, this space behind me at the Idaho Botanical Gardens will be transformed with major upgrades. In the East End, I'm your neighborhood reporter Sahana Patel, taking a look at the garden's new expansion, including bringing a permanent home to the Boise Farmers Market. After 4 decades, the Idaho Botanical Garden is getting its first major makeover, including expanding parking, a horticulture therapy garden, an event lawn, and a brand new arboretum. Phase 1 of the project is already underway.
We heard loud and clear that we want more outdoor space and green space, specifically to help facilitate mental health and positive mental health here.
The garden's executive director, Aaron Anderson, says with the explosive growth in the Treasure Valley, it's time to add 10 more acres of community space. Phase 1 is funded completely by donations. Future phases, as funding arrives, will include a 22,000 square foot event center with a cafe, retail space, and room for educational programs. The plan also brings a permanent home for the Boise Farmers Market. Executive Director Amber Byerly says it feels like a perfect fit.
We're all part of creating a greater sense of place, and this area used to be farmland. They raised hogs and different things here, so it's really just returning back to what was here for over 100 years.
Byerly says farmers, vendors, and ranchers are welcoming the news.
They really embraced what this partnership could be and really started to explore anything that is a challenge. We're addressing it, but a lot of the good things are met by just moving here and creating our home here.
The Farmers Market hopes to debut at the Botanical Garden starting November 2026. Until then, you can still find them every Saturday at their current location on Shoreline Drive.
We just know it's time to have a permanent home and really take in our roots.
Phase 1 of the garden expansion is expected to open to the public summer 2026. In the East End, I'm your neighborhood reporter, Sahana Patel, for Idaho News 6.
All right, our neighborhood of the day is Meridian, where this afternoon we'll be touching at 86, warm and sunny. I'll be showing you the rest of the week ahead.
Sophia Cruz with the Idaho News 6 forecast.
All right, 6:47 is your time, and a good Wednesday morning to you. It's hump day. We're cruising through the middle of our week together, and as we get ready for the end of it, we are going to actually grow warmer. So just getting you ready for the month of September and the end of September. You've got September 23rd through the 27th. Our temperature outlook shows the entirety of the U.S. hotter than normal, which means we have good confidence in seeing above average temperatures. And as you head into this afternoon, there's not many places where it actually feels like fall. Just taking you down south, 85 in Lubbock, 94 in San Antonio, actually 85 in Lubbock, 85 even in Boise this afternoon. You've also got mid-90s as you make your way across into the East Coast, upper 80s to follow into Florida, and just down to our south, Las Vegas right now is going to be sitting at 98 in this afternoon and 101 even in Phoenix. So still pretty warm end to September that we're expecting. Mid-80s to follow in your valley floors this afternoon with upper 70s in your mountains. And just to give you a recap on what we've seen in September so far, the hottest day came on the 1st and we sat at about 101. The low that we've seen, about 49. And in comparison to average, and again, we normally average about 79 to lower 80s for the month of September. So 101 is well above that. That shows that we're hotter than we normally are experiencing really for the month of September. As far as precipitation goes, we normally get about just a little under half of an inch. We've barely seen any rainfall for the month so far, or at least any measurable rainfall. On top of the warmer conditions, we also are pretty dry. So taking a look across Idaho, from extreme to severe drought over in Ketchum, moderate as you make your way into the west central mountains, and then as you head up north, well, it's pretty extreme up there. So just touching into the month of September, we've been warmer than normal and drier than normal. So we need some rain on the board, and we welcome the rain to come, especially because as we make our way closer to the winter months, we're really going to want that rain and that snow, especially if you're a skier or a snowboarder. But the big reason we've been seeing this warmer pattern and overall drier is because of our front high pressure built in. So that brings in those clear skies through the end of the week. But as it starts to shift down to our southeast, you'll notice that the wider picture shows us that we are getting an upper level trough diving into California. There's two systems actually interacting with one another, and that promotes that westerly flow. So that brings on rain chances for our weekend. Not very great. Just taking a look even at Saturday, it's just under 10% across many of these areas, and then also as you make your way down south, that's really where it's focused over. So we haven't looked at too much rain to come just yet, and overall the weekend still looks pretty good. We do get warmer into Friday, upper 80s, and over the weekend we slowly cool back down to the lower 80s. By next week we kind of just really hover with the upper to mid 80s as we head into it. So warmer end to September. So also Wednesday morning, so let's get you ready for your commute now.
The Idaho News 6 traffic report is brought to you by Champion Windows.
All right, 6:50 is your time, and we are giving you a live look of downtown where it's a little sleepy out there. I know it's Wednesday morning. We're making our way through the middle of our week, and if you're heading out to I-84 Garrity, it's already starting to build up a bit, especially as you head into that eastbound lane going into downtown. Westbound, quiet as can be, but as you start to take a look across the area, we haven't seen too much change this morning. The main area where we're looking at some slope is along I-84 eastbound, so I'll continue to keep you posted on your roads.
Now we'll look outside from the Treasure Valley Chevy Dealers Tower Cam.
In this morning's GMA First Look, surviving a shark attack.
Did you realize the severity of what you were going through?
On June 7, 2024, Lulu Gribben's life changed forever. The Alabama teen was on a mom and daughter's beach trip in Florida with her twin sister Ellie and some friends when Lulu was attacked by what witnesses described as a bull shark in waist-deep waters. And this morning, she's telling her story to Michael Strahan.
I started swimming as fast as I could, and then like in the movies, they're like, oh, you can't be like frantic or else they're going to come after you. So I just stopped swimming. And then next thing I know is that I raised my hand out of the water and there just was no hand there.
Do you remember what that felt like?
I was in shock.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more of this harrowing shark attack survival story. With your GMA First Look, I'm Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
Welcome back to Good Morning Idaho. We are just wrapping up here on a Wednesday morning. In case you missed it, these are the top stories that we're following from our neighborhood reporters.
Following last week's assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, calls to end political violence continue to grow. And with that, new scrutiny of rhetoric that spreads online. And a former Idaho Department of Labor employee says he was fired for a social media post. 23-year-old David Berriachoa shared on his private Instagram story that Kirk's death was a, quote, net positive for our society. He argues it's his First Amendment right to speak. But legal experts say free speech doesn't mean freedom from consequences. Berriachoa says he isn't fighting to get his job back, but he is considering legal action.
Since the start of the school year, Boise State has sent out multiple alerts to their students of reported sexual assaults on campus.
Boise State leaders say the reports aren't unusual for this point in the semester, but could appear higher because more victims are speaking out sooner. Boise police confirm that there are open investigations related to these incidents, but no arrests have been made at this time. Students I spoke to on and off camera feel the recent string of sexual assault reports are shocking and concerning.
In the East End, a closer look at the Idaho Botanical Garden expansion. The 41-year-old garden is adding 10 acres of community space, including expanding parking, a horticulture therapy garden, an event lawn, and a permanent home for the Boise Farmers Market. Phase 1, funded entirely by donations, is expected to open in summer 2026.
And of course, you can learn more about all of these stories on our website. Just head to idahonews6.com.
Now, the Out the Door forecast, brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors.
All right, it's 6:56, so let's get you ready to head out the door and take on your Wednesday. You've got lower 60s through 9 a.m., so pretty chilly start to the day, but it's not going to end that way. And if you grab a light jacket this morning, you won't use it this afternoon. By lunchtime, we'll be sitting in the 70s, and then into the afternoon, we stop at the mid-80s. So going to be a pretty warm and sunny day ahead. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Maybe spend some time outside, too, and enjoy the sunshine. But also, to have a wonderful day, we've got to get you into work and school, so let's go take a look at your roads.
The Idaho News 6 traffic report is brought to you by Champion Windows.
All right, 6:57 is your time and giving you a look of downtown, and really all of our roads have really nice green commute times this morning, so it looks pretty good out there. But again, I-84 eastbound starting to build up just a bit. Caldwell to Garrity eastbound 38 minutes. Still looks okay from Garrity into Eagle, just at about 9 minutes. Eagle into downtown Boise taking you about 10, but again, Caldwell into Garrity, that's a pretty hefty commute time. So just under 38 minutes. Give yourself that extra time to head out the door this morning. Roland.
Hey, we've been talking about the botanical gardens. You got a chance to go over there the other day because you're going to have a special piece tomorrow, right?
Yes, that's what our Love Your Neighborhood is actually going to be on tomorrow, and I'm super excited. We got to learn about the history of it and also their new expansion project, which is going to be super awesome, but they do need the public support. So donations are going to be really helpful and beneficial within the next couple months, especially as they continue to add on to it. And if we want to see more expansions in the future, they just really need the local support. So I'm really excited for Winter Garden Aglow, Botanical Garden.
Yep.
It's just going to be beautiful there in the fall.
Yeah, they've really utilized it well over the years, but I think it was underutilized. And so now they're going to have a lot more things. It'll be cool to have maybe that be the permanent site for the Saturday market as well, which is the farmers market, which is fabulous. So, hey, thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll see you again tomorrow.